Welcome to Tuberchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today, just for a quick second, is one of our moderators. This is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. He believes wholeheartedly in giving much more than he expects to receive and has become a dear friend over a very long period of time. I hope everybody will connect with him. He's getting very close to being on the official road to 1K. We say that after somebody hits 900 subscribers, he'll be there anytime. But the reason why I put this channel up today first is just to show you where we're going to be going in 2.5 hours after Tuberchat today. He's got a premiere set up, ready to go, and as you can see, he's showing us a lot of furry friends on his channel in many of his videos. So I hope everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures if you haven't already. My suggestion, of course, is to connect with all of our moderators. They've all been with me for a very long time. You'll notice there's very few, but my friendships with them and their seriousness about YouTube and their channels and helping others come with long speeches in every single case, so I hope you'll connect with them. So I just spun the wheel. The first channel that we're going to look at off the Wheel of Doom today is Towels, Art, and Games. They just did a slight name change, but we know this creator well. They're here with us in Tuberchat almost every single day, and then as well, this is an unbelievably supportive creator. This is somebody who came into the Tuberchat family just a couple of months ago. And actually, I guess it's getting on a few now. We counted that the other day, right over 3 months ago. And they are unbelievably generous when it comes to the idea of sharing for other creators. And what I'm talking about is they're active on the other social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as a minimum. And I see them sharing for people all the time. So this is definitely a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a gold member here in Tuberchat, so we will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. They got 226 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. On their channel, you'll find mostly gaming videos. I just want to watch your channel update video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list and see what you have said there. Mark the Shark has been with us for a long, long time. He's actually a moderator on our music channel, for those of you who haven't already seen that. He comes to us originally from our dear friends at Two Pineapples and has just dropped a super chat on us to snipe that stream boss position. So thank you for that, Mark the Shark. He's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. We're going to look at his channel right now. When you look at Towels, Art, and Games, you'll find mostly gaming content on his channel and more art on the other social networks. So I hope you'll check him out there as well. Mark the Shark is coming up right now, and then I'll do some introductions. I've changed the way I start the live stream today, so I'll appreciate everybody's patience. I do appreciate everybody being here and every moment that you can spend. And we'll see who's in the chat with us. I have a couple of names on the wheel already. We have Scratch and PPA, of course, in the pole position. And then the Stock Explorer was here very early. I was actually hanging out with them on a live stream earlier today. And Kristen Welton, my love, is here in the chat, along with Emotion, both as moderators and members. So I'll add some more names to the wheel as we need them. And, of course, members get added onto the wheel right away. So we'll make sure we're not missing anybody there. Arsenic Element, good to see you in the house. B9 Nizzle is back this week. Good to see you again. Backlash Fisherman is somebody we've seen out supporting a lot of other creators. I think we've got another couple of brand new channels in the chat. Nordic Drip Coaching is here. Southside Comedy Vlogs, it might be your first time with us as well. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. And Brandy Lynn, it's good to see all three of you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Butterfly Queen, it's good to see you back. Gloria's Platter is a longtime friend and a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She'll be willing to swap playlists with a lot of other creators in the chat. Fanatic Guide is always near the head of the list when it comes to engagement here in the chat. He supports on all of my channels and is an incredible supporter to a lot of other creators. I am Betty J. Gathers. Good to see you back in the house. My Alabama Farm Life. It's good to have you back as well. Precious Gems. It's good to see you here. It's been a little while. Purple Tube's been with us regularly lately, so it's great to see you here. Sandra Pink Videos. I think you've been here once before, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. And again, for anybody that's fairly new to Tuberchat, our instructions are always in the video description so you can maximize your time here. Southside Comedy Vlogs, I think I already welcomed you. The Life of Sweet Angel Christine, it's good to see you back. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. We should get around to everybody. And if I have missed something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with either 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow, and that should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch your question or comment the next time around. So I might be mistaken. Sandra Pink Videos, I think you are here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome, like I said, and everybody's here to connect. Please don't be shy. I see that Retronic Collector is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. There's always a good mix of creators that have been with Tuberchat many times before, and somewhere between 5 and 10% of the channels that come through every day are brand new, so there's always new faces to see. Carolyn Dews, good to see you in the house. That's Thrillseek's wife. Spiky, good to have you back in the house. Arsenic Element, thank you so much for the super chat. For that reason, I'm going to make your channel the next one that we look at. What we're looking at right now is Mark the Shark. And this creator originally comes to us from our friends at Two Pineapples. They bring us pure variety in their content, a lot of outdoor footage more than anything else. Lately, they just had a litter of puppies. They are a dog breeder, and that's just one of the things that they do, but you can see some of these videos here. I caught this one, but I didn't see the second one here. And hopefully everybody will check out Mark the Shark. They are an incredibly supportive creator, and as I said, are also a moderator on our music channel. All the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music on that separate channel. The link will be dropped for that every half hour or so in the chat. 188 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push Mark the Shark a little bit farther towards the 200 that he's thinking about, and he did snipe this Stream Boss position today. What I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. Last person to knock the life out of the Stream Boss with a membership or a super chat takes the Stream Boss position, and we'll get some extra exposure for a little while. I need a quick moment, and then we're going to talk about Arsenic Element. I'm way behind in the chat, so I'll try to catch up for a quick second here. But Arsenic Element, Mark the Shark, thank you so much for your super chats to get us going today. I always appreciate that extra support. Gaming Plus TV is in the house. Sorry, I didn't welcome you, but of course I saw you in the chat. I was asking you about the commercial, so I'm assuming what you mean is when you're visiting other channels, you're watching their ads. Hopefully everybody is every time you're supporting other channels. I took the ads off of Tuberchat a while back because we have enough members, and as you can see, Superchatters supporting the channel, that I feel it's best for everybody just to be in here working on their channels for the small amount of Adsense that comes in. And the reason why I put it that way, you know, every dollar matters, of course, in the world today especially. However, Adsense over the long term for most channels is going to be the smallest portion of your income, or at least on the lower end when it comes to memberships, super chats, and the other things you can do, like affiliate marketing and brand deals and collaborations and sponsorships and things like that. You might find a little more significant. But because of our members and super chatters, like I said, I took the ads off here. Journey with Kiki, good to see you here. Andre Southgate, good to see you back in the house. Facing Reality is an incredibly supportive creator. She will always engage conversation in the chat and spreads positivity and motivation everywhere she goes. Jan Hines, I'm not sure if I welcomed you a second ago, but it's good to have you here. Irish Jane Lawyer, good to see you back. Beauty Imani, good to have you back in the house for what I think is the second time. Thank you, Gaming Plus TV. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. But that's cool. Yes, I hope everybody is always, where possible, letting ads run when you're visiting other creators. She stole my thunder. Good to see you back in the house. And Mortgage With Me is here. Good to see you as well. Mrs. VSNC09 is a member. I put them on the wheel. We always put the members on the wheel, of course. Emotion is there with Kristen Welton, the Stock Explorer. And Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. We're lucky to have them here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And for that reason, they're in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom, which will spin in another moment. Arsenic Element has 254 subscribers. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but I've been through a few videos already. And I heard that these guys, the Packy, I'm not sure how you pronounce that properly, but I heard that these guys with the One Chip Challenge have an even hotter version now of the One Chip Challenge. So that's something I'll never partake in. I don't like hot stuff the way a lot of people do, but it is fun to watch people suffer with their way through that. I must say. So, I'm going to take one of your latest videos, add it into my catch-up list. I know I'm doing this pretty often. Arsenic Element seems to be here with us almost every day since finding us. And thank you one more time for your super chat. Obviously, we have a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here. So I hope everybody will connect with them. 254 subscribers means they're already halfway to 300. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer today. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what is happening. I think I missed something in the chat there as well, so forgive me for that. Nordic Drip Coaching. I'm just going to get Kristen Welton up here because I just spun the wheel, but I see I've got to catch up with our chat a little bit, and I'll appreciate everybody's patience. I often fall behind. Coroma Vlog, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So Nordic Drip Coaching, yes, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. They're here for the first time today, but we will look at your channel next. And then I see that Peacekeeper has done the same thing. They've done that many times before as well. So you do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. It's open to everybody. It just takes a little while because members are added onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day, and super chatters are put on the screen immediately in order. So we'll go through those. We'll get back to spinning in a few moments. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Minerzak123, good to see you back. Living Life with Doreen, good to have you here as well. There's Thrill Seeks. So Thrill Seeks, I'm going to add you onto the wheel right away. They happen to be a member, of course, as well. That's Carolyn Dew's husband, who's also in the chat with us. The How-To Lady is here. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation, and I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Wolf Haunts Paranormal just walked in. They're a member, so I'm just going to get them onto the wheel right away, and you can see how this works. I'll describe how the wheel works in another few minutes when we have a little bit of a break. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Charlene Heel, good to see you in the house again. I've got you on the wheel. Kristen Welton happens to be my girlfriend. We've been together for over 6 years now. We live close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada, and she has her own channel doing her own thing, but what you'll notice is a lot of focus on branding with this channel, as she's got a uniform look between her banner, avatar, and a lot of her thumbnails in her latest videos. She's had some success with shorts, and she really mixes up the content here. There's a lot of unboxings and product reviews, but she's also collaborated with a lot of other creators in live streams, And then there's a lot of lifestyle and random videos here as well for you to enjoy. So she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. She's got 1,370 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her towards the 1,400 that she's thinking about. So we're moving a little bit faster through channels today, which is great. We've had an overwhelming few weeks, and I really do appreciate that from everybody. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I'm hoping that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other a thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Rambling with Brums is here. We were hanging out together actually on Stock Explorers live stream earlier today, and Chris's Clever Craft is here, and I've got quite a story to tell when we get to Chris's Clever Crafts channel. They caught me very much mistaken in something that I've been talking about a lot lately when it comes to self-promotion and the community guidelines, but I will correct myself and go over that in a little while. And late for work, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel right after Peacekeeper and before I spin the wheel again. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. We're kind of flying again now. DP's Wonderful World, as a fellow Canadian, good to see you in the house. And Poop Ninja, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And Joy coming up, good to see you. And I'm not sure if I mentioned VR Josie earlier. They were here right at the beginning of the stream, and they are always active in the chat as well. So we're looking at Nordic Drip Coaching. Now, this is a brand new connection for Tuberchat. They're here for the first time. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here, actually your latest one, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Spiky, hopefully I mentioned you. Thank you one more time, Nordic Drip Coaching, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. I didn't mean to spin the wheel, but we'll see who's coming up after our super chatters, and right now is Peacekeeper, so we'll get them up here. And that's ironic, it actually turned up Peacekeeper because I forgot to take them their name off the wheel. That's so funny. It just did that because the name was on there. Now, Peacekeeper is a very popular name for a channel, so we have to go a little bit farther when we look for a creator with such a popular name like this. One of the things you always want to make sure, and I've been guilty of making this mistake too, is making sure we follow or match the avatar for the creator that we're looking for, so that when we come across it, we can make sure we've got the right one. Now, I usually don't do this, but in the effort of saving time for right this second, I'm just going to drop the link for Peacekeeper right now. So that you can get over to their channel quickly. Now, we're really doing a better job of supporting them when we search, find, and click on them. So if you can, just please try search, finding, and clicking on Peacekeeper. Let's look at their most popular videos and see if I can find a good search term for them, because I've forgotten what we use. Call of Duty Mobile, perhaps, or Stretched Resolution is something that they do here that might be, it's in their most popular video titles, but it's not the most common thing I've ever seen, so it might be a way to kind of find them. With 124 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther, and obviously more than anything else, what we see on this channel is gaming videos. So thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Peacekeeper's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time now on Tuberchat. Next, we're going to look at Late for Work, and I see I've missed another small bit of activity in the chat. Pook Ninja, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that, especially because it's your first time here. We will look at your channel right after Late for Work, which is up right now. 759 subscribers for them. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about as well. Unmasked Lifestyle is in the house. That is a channel teaching us about healthy living and healthy eating, but she's been a dear friend for a long, long time and an incredibly generous supporter. Scratching to Win, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Late for Work, this is a fairly new connection for Tuberchat. They've just been here a few times now. So what I'm going to do, because I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, I think I started watching this in my catch-up list and didn't get quite through it. But what I'm going to do is take another video here, and this is a different group of creators. So I have to, like I said, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel and the creators behind the channel as well. The good thing about putting these channels on the screen the way that we do here, and it's just for promotion, is so that I can get to know the channels better as time goes on, and eventually hopefully the creators, and then every time you're here I'll promote you even better. I am Betty J. Gathers. Thank you so much for that membership. For that reason, what will happen from now on is your channel will be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every time you're here. But for right now, I put you on the wheel immediately, and it won't be long before we end up getting to your channel. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. And you guys have already beaten the life out of today's stream boss, Mark the Shark. I don't know what to tell you, man. It usually doesn't happen quite that fast. So I do appreciate all this extra support and generosity from everybody. So Late for Work, I'm hoping we can push them towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Let's look at Pook Ninja. This is another brand new connection for Tuberchat here today, so let's see what they've got going on. Now, if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Philip Lemon, not sure if I welcomed you, but thank you for being here again. I know they were here early. And Al Lacard, good to see you back in the house as well. So hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. And Chris's Clever Craft, you got it, yes. And Mark the Shark tried to snipe it. What we just saw right there is Mark the Shark going back to try to get the stream boss again. But what happens for members is that you are able to send one of those messages. It's called a highlighted milestone message. So when you're a member on any channel, if the host has those enabled, you get one of those for free every month, which is really, really cool. The stream boss is that little widget that you see. It's like a video game life meter under my camera there. And it is just a fun thing that you can add for engagement on your channel. It's part of Streamlabs. But what it does is every time a membership or a super chat comes through, it knocks a bit of life off of the stream boss. I have mine set for 1 American penny to 1 point. So when you see the stream boss reset to 20 points, works out to about $20 worth of stuff. But those highlighted milestone messages that are free count for the stream boss. So that's really cool. And I'm glad that Chris's Clever Craft was able to have that happen. I think Stock Explorer says they're driving, but thank you for listening and letting us run. Kelly Family Adventures, good to see you here. And Diva Divine Light, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Mark the Shark, thank you so much for yours again. And Carolyn Dews was asking a question in the chat as to whether people like to see crafts or games, I believe. Forgive me because I'm way behind in the chat here again. Diva Divine Light, I've got you on the wheel now for dropping that super chat. And then thank you, Rambling with the Brums. You will come up right after Diva Divine Light. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel, and eventually we'll start adding some names to the wheel from our chat list when we work it down a little bit. I think we see a brand new channel in the chat, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Rambling with the Brums, yes, doubled down by dropping that highlighted milestone message. See what I mean? Those are so cool because it looks like a super chat, but because you're a member, you get one for free every month. So all you have to do is hit the super chat button, and it shows you that you've got that available, and you can highlight a message, and it's a lot of people say some silly and funny things, which is really, really cool. So we're looking at Pook Ninja now. Now, this is a brand new connection from Tuberchat, or for Tuberchat today. They said that Stock Explorer is great, so I'm assuming they came over from there. The Stock Explorer has actually sent us a few friends, as a matter of fact, already. So I appreciate that, whether or not that's the case, because they've been doing that for a while now. I'm just looking through your videos here. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream usually, so what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I like to get things a little bit longer, but I'll take your 6-minute video here, add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Diva Divine Light is coming up right now. Thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Diva Divine Light, of course, is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them when we get to their channel. Now, they're fairly new to Tuberchat, or have only been here a few times so far. So again, this is another creator I'm still getting to know the content on. With 1,400 subscribers right now, hopefully I'll get to know that content and get to know this creator a little bit better. Miss Kiki, good to see you in the house. And I'm just going to take your latest video here, and some of these are so long. I'm going to take this hour-long one, because some of these are huge, like just enormously long streams, which is cool, but I'm going to look for something a little bit shorter. So I'm going to take your hour-long video. I'm going to watch that, and that will help me get to know your content a little bit better, get caught up with your channel, and certainly make sure that I don't fall too far behind. Journey with Kiki is dropping a super chat on us as well. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. We're going to look at your channel right after Carolyn Dews, because Thrill Seeks actually dropped a super chat on us for his wife, Carolyn Dews, who's in the chat with us. She's the one who asked a little while ago if people prefer to see gaming or crafts. And we have a lot of channels here in Tuberchat that do both or either. Now, let me see what I can do here. Pardon me, I'm falling behind in the chat. We are really, like, just flying today. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. I will appreciate it greatly. Sister Winnie, good to see you here. Simply Quana, good to have you in the house. Forgive me for anybody that I've missed, and thank you, Purple Tube. Yeah, we've got a good mix. This is one of the things that's a benefit for Tuberchat when I mix the times up. Now, I don't recommend this for anybody else. The idea is, because Tuberchat is a growth stream, then it benefits here to have different people coming in all the time. And Tuberchat's been around enough that, or long enough that it's strong enough that we know that whenever we go live, we're going to be busy enough, right, for it to be entertaining for everybody. In most cases, when you're posting videos or streams, the most recommended advice would be to post whenever is consistent that you can show up more than anything else. So, you know, if you work full-time and Saturday's your only day, then Saturday's the day, right? Otherwise, your analytics will tell you, in most cases, where your audience is and when they are online, so that you can pick the best time to either post or go live. Mixing up is something you can experiment with, but just tread lightly while you do that is kind of the advice that I would give along that line. So, Rambling with the Brums. is coming up now. This is a fellow Canadian, and they are building up quite a reputation, both as a supporter and a moderator on many channels. Prepper for Life, I see you in the chat. My goodness, are we ever flying today? I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I have a feeling I've missed something. Members always are added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. There's Corinne's Life. And if any of the members like ever see me, if I don't put you on right away, if I miss it, then just please don't be afraid to nudge me and let me know, because I don't want to make those kind of mistakes. Luckily, Scratch and Pete and our other moderators are able to help. But I want to make sure we're doing things as we should. So right now we're looking at Rambling with the Brums. 599 subscribers. They're going to cross over the 600 probably right now, which is great. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. This is a fairly rapid growing channel. As a matter of fact, they come to us from what I continuously say is the homesteading community, and I say that because they bring us a lot of outdoor footage, but as well they have sent over so many friends already from the homesteading community, and I believe that's where they found us from. Could have been through Coupon Gale or Gale Southern Living. That creator has 2 channels. But Rambling with the Brums, like I said, is building up quite a reputation both as a moderator on a few channels, but also as a supporter. When you get over there, you'll notice that they are constantly trying to help people get together. It's not a growth stream or anything like that, but he's always helping people connect in a similar way to what we're doing here in Tuberchat. So you'll meet more friends and family members for your channel over there as well. And then Michelle De Silva, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I'm mistaken if this might be your first time with Tuberchat. I feel like I have seen you before, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I did put Mrs. VSNC09 on the wheel. I'm not sure if I welcomed her, actually, so this is VSNC09. Thank you for coming in. I was probably talking and typing at the same time, but I do have her on the wheel. But thank you, Scratch and Pete, because yes, I don't want to miss anybody. And half the list is hidden because the list is quite long now. I'm hoping this website changes to make this window bigger for us on wheelofnames.com. But I love this this free thing, and lots of people use this. So we're looking at Carolyn Dews. Before we talk about this channel, I just want to show you exactly how the wheel works for anybody that is brand new to Tuberchat, or if you haven't been here many times before and heard me talk about exactly what the wheel is and how it works. So this is Bottissimo. It's a robot that goes through the chat and welcomes new members, and it sends messages through the chat occasionally and this and that. What they have is a great system for keeping statistics about how active everybody is in the chat. And so they do this with a combination of not only how long you're here, but also how active you are in the chat, how much you're interacting with other creators. So when I put this leaderboard in order, it gives me a rundown of how active everybody is. Of course, Scratch and Pete's always at the top. Gloria's Platter's always up there. Towels, Art, and Games. We see Emotion. I Am Betty J Gathers. And you're starting to get an idea because these creators have been so active in the chat. You can see the conversations that are happening, right? And it changes over time, and I know it takes a while to get onto the wheel or the screen. But what happens is, after the members have been added to the wheel, after the Superchatters have been added to the screen right away or in order as they come in, then I will reach over to the list to add names from our chat list. So you do not have to Superchat, you do not have to be a member. It just takes a very long time these days because Tuberchat is, you know, explosively busy over the last few weeks. But as long as everybody's meeting each other in the chat, that's really what we're here for. Nita VR Designs, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. John H. Shelton is in the house. They've got a couple of channels and they happen to be a member. So we'll get them onto the wheel. And then I got to try to remember to drink. my suggestion is for anybody that's going to live stream is to have a drink of some sort. I always have one, and I don't drink enough while I'm here. And so Carolyn Dews is the wife of Thrill Seeks. He dropped a super chat for her in the chat, and we allow that always. Any Dronalist, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. I think you were here early. And when we look at Carolyn Dews' channel, so lately there's a lot of gaming on here, but she was just asking actually about whether people want to see more crafts or more gaming. So I hope everybody will engage with each other when somebody asks questions like that in the chat. And thank you, VR Josie, for the positivity. And yes, Alucard, stay hydrated. We have to try to. YouTube power couples. Yes, that's Carolyn Dews and Thrill Seeks for sure. They are often together. But we've seen this many times before where Thrill Seeks will send a message for his, or a super chat for his wife, or other family members will do the same thing for each other, which is really cool. And I'm always happy to see family supporting each other, because one of the biggest complaints that I hear from creators on YouTube is that why don't my real friends, like in real life friends and family, support me as much as some of the people on YouTube do, right? And it's interesting. Oh, and Corinne's Life. We sent some Christmas gifts to our moderators, and one of the things we sent to Corinne's Life is a mug from Niagara Falls. Now, she makes mugs. She can make any mug she wants. So for the moderators, we gave everybody Tuberchat mugs, and only they have them. But Corinne's Life has... we gave her something different because she could have just made any mug that she wanted, so we wanted to get her something authentic. And that's what she's talking about. Mark took that from her. When you head to her channel, you'll see what she's talking about. So Carolyn Dews is mixing up the content on her channel. She's got a lot of variety here as well. So I hope everybody will connect with her and see what she is up to. And again, that's the wife of Thrill Seeks. So thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Corinne's Life dropped a super chat on us as well, and she has sniped the stream boss position again. So what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there, and Corinne's Life will get a little bit of extra exposure for having knocked out the life from our last stream boss. So Journey with Kiki is here, and this is another creator who dropped a super chat not too long ago. They were actually just featured on Tuberchat. I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I've been through a handful of videos, but the truth is I've run more than I've actually sat and watched. But I have joined Journey with Kiki for a couple of live streams. So this is a dynamic creator and somebody who is definitely supportive, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter in this creator. So I hope everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, with 442 subscribers, we might be able to push them a little bit farther towards the halfway mark, get them a little bit closer to 500 so that they can get that community tab happening. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Two boys and their pops. I can't remember how long ago it's been since I caught you on a live stream. I think it's 2 weeks already. We'll see when we get your channel up. I've added them to the wheel. Two boys and their pops are longtime friends of Tuberchat and have recently become members, so I put them on the wheel right away. They go live frequently and always have engaging conversation and guests on their StreamYard panel. So next up is Corinne's Life, and we will have a look at what we were talking about. Corinne's Life is a channel that basically encompasses everything involved in Corinne's Life. Thank you so much. Yeah, Scratch and PPA. The trouble is I've got so many words, like probably way too many unnecessarily in my banned words list. And everybody has the ability to have that in your YouTube studio settings. I got to do something quickly here. Forgive me, Corinne's life. Because we've actually got a couple of things now. So I'll show you where the banned words are so you can add things. If people say things in your chat that you don't want them to say, you can put these things. So this is one defense against those robots that everybody has been seeing with those ridiculous broken up website addresses and stuff. Please don't ever go to those or even guess what they are, because I promise they're horrifying and you don't want that on your phone or your computer. But I'm going to show you where these are, and I'm doing it in another window. I'll bring my screen over in a quick second here so that we can have a look. And I've also got Lori's Tech Time is trying to come in, but their messages are not coming through. Now, Facing Reality tried asking a question, but the problem is, my guess is that if she's used a word that's in the banned words list, then the whole question won't come through. So I'm just going to look and see if she happens to have messaged me on Instagram. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. Black Phoenix just dropped a super chat. Let me catch that too. Forgive me, I'm doing 3 things now. And Corinne's life, we will get to your channel in another second here. I keep not putting this up, but this can go up, I think. So when you're in your YouTube studio, you can go into your settings. And this is where you have your approved users as well as moderators and banned users and banned words. Oh, and forgive me. So when we get to the community, this is where those settings are. My computer tends to crawl while we're streaming, and I try to use the internet in any case. So when I get down here to the banned words list, there are a lot of horrifying things here, so please don't bother looking at it too closely. What I have is a downloadable list that I didn't put together. Somebody put this together, but it basically includes everything that you never want people to say in your chat. And I guess we really don't need to look at this very much, and my page just crashed anyway. But that is where we find our banned words list, and you can add anything in there that you'd like to. TCG fam, good to see you here. Gail Southern Living, good to see you in the house. Your ears must have been ringing because I mentioned you earlier. The Ketorific Journey with Mike. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. There's something else I can do here on the side. Lori's Tech Time is having a hard time typing in the chat, so I'm just going to get her into the approved users. She recently changed her channel, and I'm just wondering if that has something to do with it. What we're looking at right now is Corinne's life, and I was just talking about this creator. She's here as a moderator and a member and has been a dear friend for a long, long time. I see another channel, Alan Matu, Sadia Vlogs, good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I've fallen behind, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Corinne's life has 1,370 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that she's thinking about. And what you'll find on this channel is all the variety that can be basically filmed in Corinne's life. So her partner Mark is here. There's an example actually of Mark right there. Just for a quick second. You'll have to go through some of these videos to see Mark a little bit better. There's Makeup Mom and Son hanging out with her on a chat. They do that all the time. There's Hilda, and these girls are all together. So Corinne's life will show us variety from both their life, their home life, their small business. They're doing shorts. They mix up the content between videos, vlogs, live streams. There's all kinds of different stuff here. And what they also give us is a behind the scenes look at the creation of the merchandise that they do with their small business, not just for their own Etsy store, but for other small YouTubers and small businesses as well, or YouTubers and businesses of all sizes, really. Classy Cookery, good to see you back in the house. Maketo 3 TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And forgive me for anybody that I've missed in the chat. My goodness, are we ever flying? So thank you, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate every moment everybody spends here. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So, Corinne's life, like I said, is a small business owner. That merchandise is available. Many of you have seen me wear her t-shirt. She also shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. She'll be willing to swap playlists with other creators. She does the featured channels here that I talk about all the time, promoting others, and then she is fully monetized. So there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. One of the things to note is that within her membership, she offers help with banners and thumbnails and things like that as well, which hopefully everybody will use as a resource. So, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Like I said, let's look at Black Phoenix. So Black Phoenix has dropped another super chat on us. They've done that to us many times, but they've been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They've been here repeatedly. I think they're here almost every day, as a matter of fact. And hopefully everybody will support this creator. More than anything else, they're doing a lot of gameplay videos lately. Actually, I know I just took this other one, but I'm going to take this video, add it into my catch-up list so that I don't fall behind with Black Phoenix. They're posting pretty frequently. Dumpster Diving Debs, good to see you here. That is a creator that's been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. Dumpster Diving Debs is one of the very first creators to ever come into a Tuberchat live stream, and it's nice to see you again 342 episodes later. So I hope everybody will connect with her. You know, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have even known that dumpster diving was a thing. But it's quite a significant niche as well. So Lori's Tech Time, pardon me, I know I'm taking forever to get this done. I'm just adding you, or attempting to add you into my approved users list in the background here on another screen. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll show this to everybody in a second here, and then we'll get to our next channel. Okay, pardon me while I try to get this done. When we go into our settings and our community, this is where we can add moderators and approved users. I'm just going to grab Lori's Tech Time. And I don't mean to take so long to do this. It is quite a feat to accomplish when you're in the middle of a live stream. When you are doing so many things at once, you're just putting a lot of pressure on the processor of your computer, or however you're streaming, right? What we want to do is have patience, unfortunately, while we'll look at this creator's channel for a quick second. We'll put her back up after she gets in here. But I've got her URL now. So you grab the URL for a creator. If somebody tells you they can't get into your chat, like they're trying to chat and the messages can't be seen, you might just have to add them into the approved users. So it takes a second to come up. You see I copied the URL. There's Lori's Tech Time there. I click it. Now she's in the approved users. And then I'm just going to message her. I'm just messaging on Instagram. Thank goodness for these other social networks sometimes, right? Because that can help us. I hope I saved that. Oh, for the life of my goodness! I hope I saved that. I'm gonna have to go and look in another window now. I'm working too fast. even though it doesn't feel like it. So thank you, everybody, for your patience. And then I see I missed something else in the chat here. Forgive me for that. That was Makedo3TV dropping another super chat. Thank you for that. I'm going to put your channel up next. I did spin the wheel, so I'm going to put up Emotion right now. This is a talented singer and songwriter who's here both as a moderator and a gold member. So we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I'm just going to copy and paste what I search for this creator within the chat, because Emotion is such a popular name and word, and therefore name, that we have to do a little bit extra to find creators like this. The more we search, find, and click on them, the more they will rise up the search results over time, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. I'm way behind in the chat too, so pardon me for that. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you needed me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat, Connect, and Grow. I will keep my eyes open and try to catch it the next time around. So many times, Facing Reality has tried to send a question, and for, again, my guess is just that she might be using a word that's in my banned words list. I have a lot of things in my banned words list that nobody needs to put in there, like the word subscribed and subbed and all that stuff, and support and supporter and everything else, so that could be a problem. Garden State Gardener just dropped a super chat on us. They happen to be a member, so forgive me for not having put you on the wheel yet, but I do appreciate that extra support. We're going to look at your channel in a moment after Makedo3TV. And I see that, oh, there's Lori's Tech Time. Catherine with Friends is here. She is a creator that's been with Tuberchat from the very beginning, as a matter of fact. So our trick worked, right? So we added Lori's Tech Time into our approved users. What that does is it just makes an extra mark in the YouTube algorithm system, however you want to put it, so that they know that that creator should be able to come into your chat. It's a way of being able to kind of give somebody a little bit of a boost without moderating them. YouTube occasionally marks channels for any number of different reasons while they're out there, but Lori's Tech Time just made some changes with her channel and has a second channel now. My guess is that that's what caused the glitching. It should disappear after a little while, hopefully not longer than a couple of weeks or months. So, hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I think we're doing okay. We're looking at Emotion right now. This is a talented singer and songwriter. Like I said, they're here as both a moderator and a gold member, so we'll see their link dropped on the in the chat every 30 minutes or so. And I'm just typing something into the chat. And Facing Reality, I was hoping to catch that question from her. And then Facing Reality, maybe I could just ask you to send it to me on Instagram. I'm having the hardest time keeping up with the chat. And it's just flying right by me if you've asked again. Let me just send her a message as well. Oh, I don't mean... I keep typing, so I'm not as fast in typing as it sounds like. I know you guys hear me hammering the keyboard. But I just hit like the caps lock, so I wiped out the whole message and this and that. So I never learned to type properly. I should have. I took one typing class. I should have followed through with it. So I have a lot of bad habits. So I type lightning speed, but I make so many mistakes. I have to go back and correct them constantly. It slows me right down. So Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter with an official music channel. As you can see, he's got 2,370 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer to 2,400. Fully monetized, including super chats and memberships available on their channel. Of course, what they bring us on this official music channel, more than anything else, is their original works. And those are sometimes in the form of music videos, sometimes in the form of compilations, whether it be in a premiere or a live stream, and sometimes a live concert, which is cool. They mix up the content a little bit, bring us a couple of reaction videos as well, which is really, really cool, and I hope you'll check all those out. Emotion shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. They've got a lot of featured channels on their front page as well. They've even started members-only videos, which is cool. That's something that Tuberchat doesn't do right now, but a lot of creators can. This is a way to entice memberships on your channel when you're monetized. So Writing with Emotion New Soul, pardon me, has 406 subscribers. The Lisa D Delight Show, good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody on the way in. And what we're seeing on this second channel from Writing with Emotion New Soul is behind the scenes look at the creation of this talented singer and songwriter's original work. So they mix up a little bit of variety here. They've given us a couple of reaction videos and things here to sprinkle in with the other content. But you can see what I mean here. We get a great look at the creator behind the channel and their writing process that shows you how they're coming up with the music that they do with their experience as a singer and songwriter. So it's really, really cool. I think I can speak for everybody when I say we all love Emotion, and we've had the pleasure of visiting them several times for both premieres and live streams for compilations of their original works. This is a artist that once you hear them, you feel like you've heard them many times before. That's the way I feel about it. I'm sure a lot of people will agree. Let's get Makedo3 TV on here. Did I misspell it? Let's see if I misspelled. Yes, Makedo. That's why I misspelled it. I once knew somebody named Makedo, and so I misspelled that there. Makedo3 TV, 982 subscribers. They are getting dangerously close to the 1,000. Now, sometimes what you've seen, for anybody that's visited a lot of growth streams and things like that, you might get a push for like, come on, everybody, let's get them to 1,000 subscribers. The reason I'm not going to do that right now is because it's more important than ever that we connect the right way. What we don't want to happen is get Makedo3 TV all the way to 1,000 subscribers and then have YouTube take 20 of them away tomorrow. So it's more important to connect with solid connections the right way, the same way that we have listed in our video description. So I hope everybody will always do that. But Makedo3 TV has been with us many times before, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that 1,000. They're officially on the road and so close now. I see a few new channels in the chat. I hope I'm going to pronounce this right. Trending Gist with Octavia Cora. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Lazy Days Ahead sent one of those highlighted milestone messages through the chat, and I appreciate the kind words, so thank you very much for that. And then I see that as well. They just dropped a super chat as well. So thank you for that extra support. For that reason, we're going to make your channel the next one that we look at after Garden State Gardener and Catherine with Friends. I've fallen behind a little bit. Two Boys and Their Pops, thank you again for sending another highlighted milestone message through the chat. And again, those are things that you get for any channel that you're a member on. If the host has those enabled, you get one of those for free every month. It looks like a super chat and it allows you to highlight a message. So those are really, really cool. Thrill Seeks, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. He gave us one earlier today when we were looking at his wife Carolyn Dew's channel, but we'll get to Thrill Seeks very shortly. So again, Makedo3TV, thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. This is a creator who's been with us for a long time, actually. I could see I'm behind with your channel, but what I'm going to do is take your I'm going to take your Let's Chill live stream, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list as something I can catch up with, and I'll go through that replay. But thank you again for that extra support, and I hope everybody will connect with this creator and try to push them a little bit farther. They're getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. That is, you know, the most important milestone that we all meet these days on our YouTube channel as we get started. TWTTV, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I hope I haven't missed anybody. We're looking at Garden State Gardener. This is another very dynamic host. They've built up an incredible reputation as a supporter to a lot of creators. 345 Barry, good to see you here. Emerge Kenya TV, good to see you in the chat as well. So Garden State Gardener does a lot of variety on their channel, and I can see I'm falling behind with you because they post so frequently, so I'll use that as my excuse. Actually, it's Sunday today, so they are going to do a Sunday Fun Day live stream tonight, I'm sure. Let me get your latest 3-minute video here. I'm just going to add that into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up no matter what. But Garden State Gardener has an unbelievably busy live stream. Every Sunday night they do Sunday Fun Day. They have giveaways, and sometimes they have 100 people in the chat. Now, when you see a chat that's so unbelievably busy like that, and especially when you see that the creator looks like they have 100 people watching, I tend to be skeptical, so I look at the participant list for the chat, and I'll show you what that is right now. Tuberchat apparently has 42 people watching right this second, and as I click on the participant list with those 3 dots, we can see that there are at least half the people in the chat that are shown on the watch list, right? It says 42 people are watching. There's about 20, 25 in the chat. So we know that those numbers are real. On some channels, you will find that when you look at the participant list, there's only 2 or 3 people there, even though it says 100 or 200 people are watching. But Garden State Gardener has got an unbelievably busy live stream. It's a lot of fun. You'll see a few of your Tuberchat family there, and you will meet a lot of new friends there. They encourage people to connect. So I hope everybody will visit them, and you'll get an idea of what more they have on their channel when you get there. But Garden State Gardener's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time now. They happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel right away, but they did give a super chat, so we looked at their channel a little bit faster. They've got memberships and super chats available on their channel as they're fully monetized as well when you get there. So let me have a look at Catherine with Friends. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. This is a creator I've been connected to from the very beginning, as a matter of fact. Before Tuberchat even existed, I've probably been connected to Catherine with Friends for about 2 years. She's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support this creator, including super chats and memberships as well. And I'm just going to take your Grow Stream live stream here. I'm going to add the replay into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up with you, don't fall too far behind. We don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push Catherine with Friends up towards the next milestone that they're working towards, whatever that might be. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. So we just want to do all we can to push each other along. And it's hard to moderate solo. I'm very lucky because here in Tuberchat, you notice we don't have very many moderators. There are about 10, 8 more active, let's say, that are here. Most of them are here most of the time, so that really helps. But moderators are something I take very seriously, and it's wonderful when you have people willing to help. There's a lot of trustworthy people who are absolutely willing to help, and anybody can mod me on any channel if you want. If you see me there, I will absolutely help whenever I'm around. But it's something that I do take seriously, and one of the things that we talk about here when we talk about moderators is you want to make sure, in my opinion, that they can enjoy the stream too. You know, a lot of times we see moderators and they're, you know, busy dropping links all day and having to like tell everybody to follow you on Twitter and don't forget the thumbs up and stuff like that. That's helpful. I appreciate it when our moderators do it here, but you want them to be able to enjoy themselves. So robots can help you as well, and you can use them to try to moderate some of the spam and silliness that can go on in a chat. Nightbot is great for that, and I use a couple of other robots here as well. But it's also wonderful when you find a couple of friends that can be moderators for you that truly have your back. You can see, for those of you who've been here many times, how often Scratch and PPA will catch mistakes that I make, and a lot of other creators definitely have their eyes open as moderators here to make sure that they're helping, and it makes it a dream to run a stream like this. This is why I fall behind in the chat all the time, so I can focus on the stream and I don't have to read every single thing in the chat, because they will help if I miss something important. But it's something to keep in mind. You definitely want to have enough moderators on your channel. Too many, I think, is too many, but that's just an opinion. Everybody's got to make the right decision for their own channel. So we're looking at Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. They happen to be a member, so I had added them to the wheel, or I would have added them to the wheel right away, but just as fast as I would have done that, they actually dropped a super chat on us as well. So thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate that. I love this stuff, and I love doing these things. One of the, you know, I talk about one of the biggest complaints in the world that I hear on YouTube from creators is, why don't my in real life friends and family support me as much as my YouTube friends and family do? So that's a negative, but one of the positives that I see is that so many creators are supporting each other, and one of the most positive things that I hear from a lot of creators is that their favorite part about the YouTube journey is the friendships that are made along the way. That's really what Tuberchat is for, so that we can all meet each other, build up some friendships, and that's where the strong and solid foundations for our channels really comes from. But I do appreciate the kind words from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and all the positivity that people spread in the chat here when you're here. I do appreciate that. Music Therapy, Singular Piano Music, good to see you in the house. So with 231 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I don't want to fall too far behind with your channel, so I'm going to take your Blue Collar Homestead Chili video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can get caught up a little bit and make sure I don't fall too far behind. If anybody in the house has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Next, we're going to look at Thrill Seek. So thank you again, Lazy Days Ahead, first of all, for your membership that continues, and for that super chat. I really do appreciate all that extra support. Thrill Seeks is up now. They dropped a super chat on us earlier for their wife, Carolyn Dews, and then again for themselves just a moment ago. So we're having a look at this channel right away. Thrill Seeks is a dear friend, has been for a long time. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter that shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. They are fully monetized as of a couple weeks ago now. They've got super chats and memberships available. I'm hoping everybody will support them when you get over there. You will find that Thrill Seeks does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time. They will likely still be willing to swap playlists with other creators, because they you know, swapping playlists is still a great benefit to any monetized channel. First of all, there's ad money or premium money that comes through when people are running entire playlists, but it's really because of the friendships that are made by trading that favor. That's the reason I push it on Tuberchat more than anything else, right? And when we look at Thrill Seeks, what we find in their videos is theme park and roller coaster footage more than anything else. They mix up the shorts, videos, long form videos, and then as well live streams. But they also allow everybody to connect in their live streams and live chats the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. So I hope you will visit them, because you will find more friends and family members when you get over there. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually individually, of course. I'm just going to spin the wheel right now. Super Rainbow Queen, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We actually looked at emotion earlier, so let's take that channel off. We looked at Kristen Welton. I haven't done a good job of keeping the wheel clean today, but let's spin again and we'll see who's coming up next. We're going to take a break for about 3 minutes. We're going to come back, and Facing Reality did send me her question. I'm going to read that in a quick second. When we come back, we'll talk about it, and we will be looking at two boys and their pops. Okay, we're back, and we are looking at two boys and their pops. They've been long time friends of Tuberchat, but they also happen to be a member now. So two boys and their pops, what they're talking about when they say pops is those Funko Pop figures. And there are a lot of collectors online. They have got a very loyal and dedicated support system around them. They often do a lot of live streaming. As you can see, this Pop-In Around the World is one of the most popular. I've caught them many times. I guess it's been a little while, like I said. So I'm going to take your... I'll just take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That's something a little bit different for me. And they always have guests on a StreamYard panel. It's always compelling content, and an engaging conversation, so I hope everybody will join them. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when you get there, including super chats and memberships, but they talk about all kinds of different stuff over there. So I hope you will connect with them, and like I said, they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. So, forgive me, there's another few channels that came through the chat. I don't mean to miss anybody. Caliking916 is here. I know Mo came in and was sharing for us. Thank you for that. And I don't mean to miss anybody. I thought another channel slipped in here that I missed seeing. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. I do appreciate everybody's patience. St. Clair's Republic, good to see you here. And so I'm just going to show you something here. When you get into your YouTube studio, you have tools after you're monetized. This copyright tab is going to come up, and this is going to show you where you're able to hopefully fix any copyrights that come up. So I just wanted to show you that to you quickly. That will come up, like I said, after you're monetized. What Facing Reality was asking that we missed earlier in the chat was that when you have, is there anything that can be done if somebody takes your content and puts it up as their own? Right? Basically just stealing your stuff. And it happens frequently. It's not like all the time. It doesn't happen necessarily to everybody, but it's not the most uncommon thing in the world. Now, there are things like reaction videos people do. There are malicious things like trolls might do and stuff like that. So after you're monetized, you have direct access to YouTube support. So if you find something where your content's being used, you can get on a chat with them and kind of point it out. It's unfortunate that they don't have that before monetization, but there are other things that can be done. They also give us those tools. Now, in a lot of cases, YouTube is going to automatically catch if somebody is using something that belongs to somebody else, and this is where copyright strikes come from. So I had a creator the other day ask me if they can use one of my videos. They want to do a reaction. The problem is, as generous as I'd like to be and say like, yeah, that's no problem, I can't prevent a copyright strike from coming because YouTube does those automatically more often than not. You can't just use anything you want and then hope that they don't notice, which is a different thing that I'm talking about, but and hope to avoid copyright strikes, you know, because that's not the way that that works. YouTube has a system, and it's smarter than we think it is, and even when I say that, it's smarter than we think it is, and it can see everything that goes on. You know that YouTube's system and all these big services now, like Facebook, Instagram, everybody else, they have artificial intelligence that can tell your mood from the look on your face in each frame of your video, not to mention analyze your voice, recognize speech patterns. It's really out of control what's out there these days. So anyway, when it comes to the idea of somebody copying your stuff, it's possible that YouTube will be able to identify that. Now, it's not perfect, so it's not going to work every single time, and that's a problem too. So monetization is going to be the best bet. Now, the last thing that I can give everybody as an idea is that YouTube often responds on Twitter. So if you have problems before monetization, before your first 1,000 subscribers, things like that, you can usually reach out to YouTube on Twitter and get an answer from them. They will, you know, hopefully they will ask you to DM, and then it doesn't all have to be public. It depends on what you want and this and that, but they do address, and I have heard that that's where the best success is found. So if you find somebody that has taken your content, I don't want to suggest how to handle that because there are so many different things that could go on, so many variables between creators and things like that. An idea, where appropriate, might be to reach out to the creator and say, hey, I don't want you to get a copyright strike, but you need to take that video down or cut it or whatever you have to do. Now, I'm not saying that that's a good idea. I don't want to suggest it at all because there are a lot of ways to get people upset unintentionally. So you got to keep that in mind too. But my suggestion for anybody that is already out of ideas is to mark the times and the channel and the video, get your links ready, get all your ducks in a row, and then reach out to YouTube on Twitter and say, I've got a creator that's taken my content. Here's where it is. What can we do? And then maybe YouTube will be able to help. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Good to see you here. But that is a great question facing reality. So thank you for that. And now, luckily, I haven't had much experience with that. I do run a couple of channels, and I have had instances where content has been taken. However, the owner of those channels is also very hands-on as well and has handled those copyright situations. Usually they just, I haven't done it myself, but they've been able to go in and say like, hey, this creator took my content, here's where it is, and those videos were immediately deleted. Super Rainbow Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will look at your channel next before I spin the wheel again. Mama J is another member and somebody who's fairly new to the Tuberchat family with 2,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and keep that 2,000 locked in. So, just making sure I'm not missing anything on Instagram there. If I'm still getting to know the content on this channel because they're fairly new to us here. So what I'm going to do is take this next unboxing video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will let me catch up with this content, get to know it a little bit better, make sure I don't fall behind with your channel. And this is one of the reasons, like I said, I like putting channels on the screen is because over time I get to know the channels better, hopefully the creators behind the channel, and I can do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with three thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Super Rainbow Queen just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. For that reason, we're looking at that channel right away. We don't have a sub count here, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone, whatever that might be. Thank you, Garden State Gardener. And we all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to do everything we can to push each other along. So I don't want to, I'm still getting to know this channel as well. Super Rainbow Queen's fairly new to Tuberchat. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well so I can go through and get to know that Walmart haul video. And then I'll get to know your content a little bit better. And like I said, as time goes on, I'll promote your channel better every time you're here. But I thank you for coming back in, especially for that super chat. I really do appreciate the extra support. So we'll spin the wheel right now. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More came in. I got them on the wheel as well because they happen to be a moderator and a member. And then Wolf's Haunt, Paranormal. No, that was a close one. It's Mrs. VSNC09. That's coming up right now. And then as we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I will add some more names from our chat list. We still got a long way to go with over an hour, and then we're going to go and visit a premiere from Michael's Adventures, who is shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, happens to be here as both a moderator and a dear friend. And we will be able to continue connecting in their live chat the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. So you might get some more friends and family members over there. And then we'll jump over probably to the music channel after. We'll see when the time comes. And you'll be able to continue connecting. So Mrs. VSNC09 originally, when I saw this channel come into the Tuberchat family, had found a lot of royal family footage or royal family content, and this is what they focus on more than anything else. However, they've started mixing up the content and they do a bunch of variety. As we can see, they've got a members only conversation live stream scheduled, which is really cool. These are things that can entice memberships on your channel when you're monetized, is having members only content. So obviously fully monetized here, as we see. They got super chats available as well. They're mixing up a lot of shorts with a lot of variety. And this is an incredibly supportive creator. So as soon as Mrs. VSNC09 came into the Tuberchat family, I ran into them everywhere and still do every single day. While I'm trying to support creators between premieres and live streams, commenting on videos, I run into Mrs. VSNC09 all the time. I'm not drinking nearly enough. I'm trying to remember. I find myself dehydrated in the winter. No matter what I do. But we'll see if we can hold it together for another hour. Prepper for Life is coming up right now. This is another member, so we put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today. This was originally Kitty Mom Adventures, and they have got they have done a reset and restart of their channel. Now Prepper for Life. Just make sure you spell that right, because it is Prepper, not Pepper. And this is a creator who I actually, at one point in a long time ago, had done a 4-hour live stream with. And she's an incredibly supportive creator. She comes from a very tight-knit, close, and supportive group of creators, which is really cool. And with 80 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. It's nice to see her climbing up towards that first 100 so quickly. She posts every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, with a lot of variety in shorts videos as well. And I'm just refreshing a page here so I can see what is what I'm missing in the chat. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you have mentioned a question or a comment that I did miss, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. So Wolf Haunts Paranormal, there you go. You got it was a close one a few minutes ago when I spun the wheel, but we're going to get that channel up here right now if my internet's going to hold itself together. We got to have incredible patience, because while we're live streaming, you know, we're pounding the internet on the way in, on the way out. The processor's just getting hammered. I've got 5 windows open at a time as a minimum. But here we go. So Wolf Haunts Paranormal is up. I didn't actually get through this video. That red line is because I had a playlist set and had it running, my catch-up list, but I didn't actually get through that video. So I'm going to add another one too, because I got to get to know your content a little bit better. I had been surprised in the beginning at how popular the paranormal genre is here on YouTube, but I've actually been out on a couple of paranormal investigations myself with Huntophobia. He was here yesterday, actually, and it's interesting how popular this content is. So I'm looking forward to getting to know this particular creator a little bit better. Hopefully you will as well. They've got over 200 subscribers right now. Got it nice and locked in with about 209. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, though, towards the 300 that they'll soon be thinking about. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Lori's Tech Time, I'm just putting you on the wheel, and now it's time to look at Scratch and Pete PA. He's been on the pole position of the Wheel of Doom for quite some time today. We still got an hour to go, so we've got lots of time. I'm going to put as many channels on the screen as we can in the next hour. We might even be able to get to everybody. We'll have to see. So Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. And, you know, I've been here for well over 4.5 years. And Tuberchat had only started just over a year and a half ago. Scratch and PPA has been with us just about the whole time and has been a moderator, and I don't remember them ever even missing a stream, actually, between now and then, and probably before as well. Happy Nwagi Remedies, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Scratch and PPA's channel, we see that they may have officially hit 900 subscribers right now. What happened this weekend, we actually got them to 900, and then they slip back below again. And this is what I'm talking about with YouTube fluctuating and playing games with everybody's numbers and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get a few extra subscribers for Scratch and PPA. I know that most creators who've been here before have already connected to them, but if you're fairly new to Tuberchat and you haven't already connected to Scratch and PPA, I hope that you will. He is so much influential in the Tuberchat family that what I noticed lately, a lot of people are sending messages that will say like, thanks Kevin and Pete. You know, thanks Tuberchat and Scratch and PPA, because he's always here and seems to be out there everywhere supporting other creators. Everybody knows him to be so much a part of the engine that runs here in Tuberchat, and is always at the head of the list, always literally right at the top of the list when it comes to engagement in the chat while we're live streaming as well. So I hope everybody will connect with him. What you'll find on Scratch and PPA's channel is an interactive series of videos where you have the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. When I run the Wheel of Doom here and I use my robot Bottissimo, you'll see that Scratch and PPA is literally right up there at the top. Along with the Stock Explorer, VR Josie, and a lot of other creators that have been very active today. But that's no surprise. So, Scratch and PPA premieres his videos every Tuesday, and they are at 12:15 Eastern, around the lunch hour. He has one of the fastest chats you'll ever see on all of YouTube. It makes it very high energy, fast paced, and a lot of fun to be a part of. As with his series, like I said, he gives us the chance to vote on the content of next week's video and actually be a part of the content, which is really, really cool and very unique. It sets his series apart. That's a lot of fun to be a part of as well. And then he always puts some focus on other creators in his videos. Scratch and PPA is so unbelievably supportive that that's no surprise either. Now, this is a creator that gives us a great example of what can be done by using the other social networks to bring interactivity into your video series. So I hope everybody will take some inspiration from Scratch and PPA as well. And after you connect with him, you'll see what I'm talking about. And we will see you this Tuesday for his next premiere. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Living Beautifully. Good to see you back in the house, Daniel Official. Good to see you here. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So Charlene Heel is up here right now, and this creator actually has two different channels. So Charlene Heel herself is moving along nicely with 555 subscribers. We'd love to get her a little bit farther towards the 600 that she's thinking about. And what we'll find on her channel is a lot of motivation and positivity, and she brings that everywhere she goes. So here in the chat, she is always energetic and spreading positivity and motivation, and she does that everywhere else that she goes. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, when I run into Charlene Heel, which is basically every day, I see them spreading that energy, positivity, and motivation in everybody else's chats, whether it's live streams or premieres as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy that after you connect with her. And like I said, we'd love to push her a little bit closer to 600. And business services and opportunities is her second channel. So this is where she intends on bringing us more positivity and motivation. I happened to catch this quick short, and this is where she's specifically saying, you know, she's going to bring us not only motivation and positivity in a traditional sense, which I think we can all use at times. I always enjoy it, but also ideas for how to accumulate wealth when it comes to, obviously, the idea of business services and opportunities. She's got some opportunities lined up to show us about. So I hope everybody will connect with Charlene Heal on both channels. This one has 32. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know she must be thinking about that. Coffee time for Come Hither with Heather. And it's actually Lori's Tech time for everybody here. So we'll see what she's got going on both of her channels too. Lori's Tech Time's got a couple of them. Now, before we talk about her channels, I'm going to get a few more names onto our wheel right now from our chat list. So VR Josie will come up right away. DP's Wonderful World. And the How-To Lady. And I'll add some more names as we need them. Lori's Tech Time has 453 subscribers on her main channel right now, so she's climbing along nicely, and she is bringing us reviews of tech gadgets. So more than anything else, what we find on this channel is this gadget discovery box, which is a subscription service, much like something that we see commonly like Loot Crate or BoxyCharm and things like this, but it's for tech gadgets, which is really, really cool. And I had been introduced to that idea by Lori's Tech Time. So I'm happy to see that. This is something that I am absolutely interested in. So I'm looking forward to seeing what more she'll do on this channel. But then when we look at the Guitar Chick, and we will type that all as one word, we find her second channel. And this is where she is taking some guitar lessons, and she's going to bring us along, as you can see here from the channel introduction, follow me on my musical journey, which is really, really cool. You know, it's interesting when we see people who are talented and can play musical instruments, and there's lots of that on YouTube, luckily, but it's very interesting to see somebody willing to take us along as they learn. Right? Music's always been a big part of my life, but I never learned to play a guitar, so I'm always, you know, incredibly respectful of people who've taken the time to learn that, because it's a big undertaking, but it's so rewarding in the end. I'm sure once you've become a good guitar player. Let's just imagine. So I hope everybody will support the Guitar Chick and Lori's Tech Time. She's got 6 subscribers here, so obviously the channel is brand new and just ready to roll. But we'd love to push this creator on both channels. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. She is here as both a moderator and a member, so we'll get her onto the wheel right now. And Lori's Tech Time, my pleasure having your channels up. I Am Betty J Gathers is a brand new member now, as a matter of fact, so we're going to look at their channel right now. And as a brand new member, of course, like I was saying earlier, every time you're here in Tuberchat, your channel will be added onto the wheel as soon as I see you. Makeup Mom and Son will take your place on the Wheel of Doom. And as we get the wheel back down to about 5 or 6 names, we'll add some more names from our chat list again. Of course, members are added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, we're doing great. We've got 90 right now. We have a good chance of hitting 100 before the end of the stream in the next 45 minutes or so. We should be able to get to a lot more channels. I'm going to move a little bit faster. We'd like to get to as many as we can before we go and watch a premiere from Michael's Adventures. We'll be able to continue connecting in that live chat as well. So I Am Betty J Gathers is brand new to Tuberchat. They've only been here a couple of times now, so I still have yet to get to know the content really on this channel. Oh, see, here's a get to know me tag. Now I'm going to take this video, I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, because get to know me videos are great for what I want to do, which is get to know the channel and the creators. But I am going to also take this crockpot video, because I've been eyeing the crockpot there and thinking about making some stuff. So I just want to see exactly what Mississippi chicken is and see if that's something I might even take some inspiration from you for. But thank you again for that membership. I really do appreciate that. I Am Betty J Gathers is fairly new. You can see they've just got a video here saying my new YouTube channel. And 80 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 90 they'll be thinking about right now, and possibly a little bit farther. Living Beautifully, thank you so much for the thumbs up, and I really do appreciate those from everybody. And again, So, Philip Lemon, yeah, we don't do a lot of link drops here. So there's a couple of reasons why. Our gold members have their links dropped automatically, but I really don't do it unless it's absolutely necessary, because searching, finding, and clicking on creators' names is what will help them eventually rise up the search results, so it will be easier to find them eventually. So what I ask of everybody is to go through the couple of different things that we need to find people, like using your filters to find channels instead of all the search results. That could be done on a phone or a computer. And then as well, I find that it helps to add quotes around somebody's name. So if you're looking for the how-to lady, for instance, let me see if she comes right up. I think she does. And everybody's search results are different around the world too. So based on where you are, YouTube is trying to predict what you might be looking for. Your search results might be different than mine. In the case of somebody like the how-to lady here, I might put quotation marks around her name like this. You could do that on a phone or a computer, and that may also help. If you're having trouble finding a creator, just ask them for something that is popular word, or sorry, a word in one of their popular video titles, and that can often help as well. So like the how-to lady's done a lot of event planning in the latest videos, or fitness in a few videos before. I might type in the how-to lady fitness and find her coming up easier that way. If you really can't find somebody, then we can help, but you'll notice that, like I said, we almost never drop links in the chat. And that's just because we're doing such a great service when we search, find, and click on creators and start engaging with their content. So, the how-to lady has 513 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 600 that she's thinking about. With a name like the how-to lady, you can bet already that there's a lot to be learned from, as well as entertained and inspired by here. She says on her banner, health, business, do-it-yourself, and organization. She actually does a lot of these things and a lot more. She has done several series of videos. For a while there, she was motivating us with fitness content, and then as well, she does a great job of promoting other businesses. She did a series where she was promoting a lot of other businesses, where she did even a shout-out video about Tuberchat and included some of our friends in there as well. So an extremely generous creator, and one of the things that I put a lot of focus on this channel is the branding that she's done. Now, everybody's got to make the right decision for their own channels, and whether it's my own or other channels I run for other people or consult with or anything like that, some of the ways that we brand the channels and the content are different. But in this case, what this creator's done is chosen a look and feel to their thumbnails, banner, and avatar that matches. And I'll show you why this matters so much. When we look at her second channel called D's Fierce Fitness, we see a similar look and feel with only a slight change in the colors. The idea then is, if somebody has watched a video from the How-To Lady or D's Fierce Fashions that they have enjoyed, chances are the next time they search for something and a video is brought up from this creator, it won't matter which channel it comes from, somebody will be inclined to click on it because they already know that they've enjoyed a video where it kind of looked the same. So this is a great effort that's been put in to play by the How-To Lady on both channels, and I hope everybody will follow her on D's Fierce Fashions as well. We always want to support creators as much as we possibly can, and I always encourage creators to break into second and third channels when it's appropriate. It's not necessarily the right idea for everybody. It is very possible to do that way too early. It is a lot easier to build up 10 or 100,000 subscribers on one channel than it is on 2 or 3. But it also depends on your intentions and what you plan to do. On my personal channel, I use that for all kinds of different variety and series and experiments. But you'll notice that Tuberchat is laser sharp focused. We only do one thing here. And on our copyright-free music channel, that is laser sharp focused as well. As we see, Dear's Fierce Fashions will likely be laser sharp focused, but she will get the benefit of that branding between the two channels because of the way that she's laid it all out between the How To Lady and this channel. So, Hilda DC's in the house. She is a member of our moderator squad. I'm going to get her onto the wheel right away. And the Stock Explorer is coming up right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We've still got 45 minutes to go, and then we're going to go watch a premiere for Michael's Adventures. Everybody will be able to continue connecting in that live chat the same way that we do here. And I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that starts so that we can clean up our connections here. So the Stock Explorer is a channel that I am absolutely a fan of. I've had a great time getting to know Nora, the creator behind the channel, and the content that they have. I was lucky enough to catch them on a live stream this morning. So they mix up their content. They've got a lot of shorts, a lot of videos, and a lot of live streams. What they give us is a level-headed and down-to-earth look at what's happening in the stock market and the crypto markets these days. And with 625 subscribers, we'd love to push Nora a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're likely thinking about right now. And like I said, what we find is a level-headed look at the stock market. What they're doing is bringing us ideas for what they see will happen in the short and long term when it comes to different companies and their products. But I find it so interesting because this particular creator has in hand products from a lot of the companies that they're talking about, whether it is a bag of potato chips or whether it is or another snack, or whether it's Crocs, those shoes we all know and love, or whether it's a Disney Happy Meal from McDonald's or something like that. And this, I think, gives a much more fun, but this is what I say about a real world look at what some of these companies might be doing. You know, the Stock Explorer will describe with a Disney Happy Meal from McDonald's exactly what they expect to be happening from these channels. And I think that makes their content unique. But they also have they're an incredibly supportive creator. They hop in on other people's live streams, both on panel and in the chat. They're always engaging conversation. And then even on their own channel, they have panels and things like that. I hope to join them soon enough. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the kind of support that comes back from the Stock Explorer. And when it comes to these financial channels, I think we can all take some information from them as we think about monetizing our businesses and our channels. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come? And the Stock Explorer is intending on helping us do that. They're also very forthcoming about their own portfolios and the moves that they make, both with the wins and losses. Luckily, more wins than losses most of the time. So Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is coming up next, and this is an incredibly supportive creator. This is somebody who has got shows generosity on YouTube in every way that you can. They do the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time. They've got a lot of familiar faces up here. And then as well, they're willing to swap playlists with other creators. They are right at the line for becoming monetized. So they're looking for anybody that will run playlists or swap playlists with them. You can absolutely reach out to Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. They've been a dear friend to me for a long time. They are a very much loved and well-respected creator. On his channel, what he brings us more than anything else are train videos, of course, as a hobby and definitely a passion for this creator. Sometimes with trains, sometimes with stations, sometimes a combination of both, and sometimes he takes rides and shows us the experience, which is really, really cool. But as well, he mixes in a little bit of extra variety with unboxing videos or product reviews, a lot of random live streams, and shout out videos as well. And then once a week, he'll do one of these Make New Friends and Channel Exposure live streams for the purpose of allowing everybody to connect in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. So, yeah, the Stock Explorer, it might be a wild week. It makes me... See, I can't bring myself to sell anything. I only have the tiniest amount of crypto. And I whine about it every day. but I bought the stuff in the intention of holding it for what I imagine will be 10 years or more. So it's fun to watch. I like complaining about it, but it's volatile right now, but it might be a wild week, certainly. So I'll rely on the Stock Explorer to keep us up to date with what's happening and the whys and where the upturn is going to come. Because what I find when it comes to anything financial, and I'm no expert, I just find it as a hobby, is that what goes down must eventually come up. So, Unmasked Lifestyle has been a dear friend for a long, long time, an incredibly supportive creator. They are generous in about every way that you can be on YouTube. I see that you've got another live stream scheduled. I'm just going to set the reminder for that. What I'm doing these days is setting reminders for everything, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, whether I think I can make it or not, because I think it sends a signal into the YouTube algorithm about interest in the content. And I think that can be beneficial. So I'm doing it for everybody, recommending it for everybody. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. We've joined Unmasked Lifestyle several times for premieres, live streams. I even joined them on panel for their 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which was quite some time ago now. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. It's not often that I say that a channel is suitable for everybody. You will see great branding on this channel as well from the start, but when it comes to healthy living and healthy eating, you know, things like finance and food are something that we all share in common. So I recommend that everybody thinks about connecting with this particular creator, because you will definitely learn as well as be entertained and inspired by this creator. So let's spin the wheel one more time. I'm overdue now for adding names onto the wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that right away. We're going to get through as many channels as we can in the next 25 minutes or 35 minutes or so before we're going to go and watch that premiere for Michael's Adventures. But like I keep saying, we will be able to continue connecting in his live chat the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. This is another creator now, Makeup Mom and Son, where when you visit her for either a premiere or live stream, you'll be allowed and encouraged to connect with other creators the same way that we are here, so you'll likely meet more friends and family members there. And look at the lineup that she's got for her Saturday series of What's That Channel About. She's doing interviews, and I've been honored to be a part of that. Up next is Popping the Popcorn, as well as the How-To Lady, who's in the chat with us right now, and of course Hilda DC, who I mentioned just a moment ago. So I'm going to set the reminder on that one as well. Now, the How-To Lady does a lot of variety on... Forgive me, the How-To Lady was just up. Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel, including unboxings, tutorials, giveaways, live streams, get ready with me type stuff, random live streams, challenges, product reviews. I wouldn't say challenges as much as reviews, but she looks at, you know, a lot of food, a lot of beauty products. She's done a lot of shorts, as we can see here. And then as well, she will do random live streams. We see a lot of streams like these here, Chat and Chill, where she's got other creators coming up. Hilda DC and Sam's Watch Trains will more often join her with other creators as well. She is always got engaging conversation going on when she's live, and she's an incredible supporter as well. So much so that when she did her first live stream, what I believe is about 6-7 months ago, she was rated 3 times, and that live stream went on for what I think was 4.5 hours or something like that. So I think that speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. Makeup Mom and Son's been a dear friend and an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. So I did say I was going to add some more names to the wheel. I'm going to do that right this second, and then we'll spin immediately. Sister Winnie is going to come up on the wheel, along with Gloria's Platter and Facing Reality. And I'll add some more names as we need them. We will get through as many names as we can in the next half hour or so. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Wandering Hippie is back in the house. Good to see you back. I think they've been here just about every single day since finding us. So thank you for that. Sister Winnie is brand new to Tuberchat. I think they were here yesterday for the first time. So I still have yet to get to know the content on this channel and the creator, of course. But what I'm going to do is take your latest shopping video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will let me get caught up with your content a bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and I will look forward to getting to know what you got going on your channel a little bit better. 147 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 200 that they'll soon be thinking about. Hilda DC's just dropping another super chat on us. Thank you for that. Hilda DC's done that many times. So I'll move her up off the wheel now, and we will look at that channel right away. And this is another very much loved and well-respected creator. Hilda DC's been a member of our moderator crew for quite some time. Just making sure my reminder's on for that next premiere. And Hilda DC posts almost every single day. She does a lot of mukbang videos, challenges, a lot of live streams, and is an incredibly supportive creator. The biggest thing that you can notice when you visit her channel is the positive affirmations that are sprinkled throughout the content that is constantly motivating and inspiring, which is great to see. I love positivity in creators. Hilda DC is absolutely one of those people who will try to prop everybody up and motivate and inspire at all times. So you'll find that when you visit her channel. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. We don't have a sub count right this second, but that's okay. We know it's well over 1,000. And then okay, so Philip Lemon is asking a question about when we talk about the fluctuations, and I say that YouTube plays with people's numbers. So you'll notice in your analytics, if you really look at it, I know there are a lot of creators who like barely ever look at them. There are a lot of creators who are like obsessed and look at them all day like I do. Now, I don't focus so much on the numbers. I'm just looking for patterns, right? Because I intend to be here 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, maybe beyond, no matter what happens tomorrow, right? And that's a big thing, is if you decided not to quit before you started, then the numbers themselves from day to day don't matter as much as the patterns, much like when we talk about the stock market and stuff. Things go up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, it's different on YouTube just because whatever it is in their system that they're doing, that they never will tell us anyway, we can look at our numbers, and if you really watch, you'll see that they fluctuate all the time. So you'll gain watch hours, you'll lose watch hours. You'll gain subscribers, you'll lose subscribers. You'll gain views, you'll lose views. Thumbs up and even thumbs down often disappear after a couple of days. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. Because we're not Google engineers, I don't know if we'll ever get the truth. I don't know if I'd believe one if we ever had the chance to talk to them anyway. And YouTube will always deny it. So when you reach out to them and you're like, I'm losing watch hours, I'm losing subscribers, they just constantly say, we don't take subscribers. That's people unsubscribing, but we know that's not true. So it's more important than ever that we do as much as we possibly can for each other while we're connecting to make sure that our connections stick. But you'll notice that every time I put a channel on the screen, they are always subscribed if they've ever been here before. And that is just because I follow the same procedure that we talk about here everywhere that I go. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. It's already time for me to add some more names. But thank you for the question, Philip Lemon. I don't know how much I'm answering in the way that you might have liked to hear, but as you watch your analytics, you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. And it can be frustrating in a lot of ways, but for much like I said about the stock market and the Stock Explorer earlier, when we talk about what to expect for the next little while, not only what goes up must eventually come down, but I believe in both cases, especially here on YouTube, that what goes down must eventually come up. If you're putting out one quality piece of content per week, that's enough to make your channel grow. The things we're doing here just speed that up. So Chris's Clever Craft brought up something yesterday and has caught me being incredibly mistaken. So I have said for the longest time that self-promotion is against YouTube's community guidelines, and I outright say that exact line. I may be incredibly mistaken because for the life of me, I can't find where I had seen that. However, what I did find while looking yesterday was a page in the YouTube support forums that clearly says self-promotion is against community guidelines for those forums. So I may have been mistaken. Now, self-promotion, of course, is frowned upon. If you type into any Google search, self-promotion YouTube, you will find all kinds of people complaining on Reddit, on Quora, on all kinds of other forums and sites. Why can't we promote our own videos and why can't we do this? And the idea is, I think more than anything else, YouTube clearly says that sub behavior is against community guidelines. Now here in Tuberchat, we're here for much more than that. We're here to support each other as creators, trade favors, and build friendships so that we can support each other over a long period of time. But self-promotion is always frowned upon. So I think I've gone too far in describing it as being against the community guidelines because I can't find the proof. Maybe I was mistaken. Perhaps what I saw so long ago was that post from the forum from a Google employee apparently that says that self-promotion in the forums is against community guidelines. However, we know it's frowned upon. Nobody wants anybody to come into their premiere live stream or comment on their video and say, hey everybody, you know, I do mug review videos, come check out my channel. And, you know, link drops are absolutely against community guidelines, and spam when you say the same things over and over and over again in any case is frowned upon and against the guidelines. So it's something to think about. But Chris's Clever Craft, thank you for bringing it up because I absolutely do want to be giving proper information when I'm talking up here. So I'm going to lay off with the idea of self-promotion being so much against the guidelines as well as much as being frowned upon by a lot of creators. Nobody wants anybody to come into their channel and say, follow me, sub to me, and check out my channel, blah, 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 right? So Chris's Clever Craft has become quite a friend over a long period of time. And, you know, I talk about different benefits that come for building friendships on YouTube. That's really what we're here for. But it's interesting when you have creators out there that notice things both here in Tuberchat and out in the YouTube streets, if you want to call it that, and then truly have your back, that can reach out to you and share information, people who are not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way for the betterment of everybody. So Chris's Clever Craft shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. They happen to be a member, so of course I had put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat. It's taken about 2 hours for them to get onto the screen, but that's why we love the Wheel of Doom so much, is for the suspense. Chris's Clever Craft brings us pure variety on their channel, a lot of outdoor footage. We get a great look at the creator behind the channel as well as their home life. They have an interesting property and they show us everything around there. They often do it yourself videos as well, which can be informative as well as entertaining. So Chris's Clever Craft is incredibly supportive, like we saw on the front of his channel. He's also got a lot of promoting going on here for other creators. And here we go, channels close to milestones that we'd all like to see. Sam's Logs Trains and More is going to be monetized any day now. Michael's Adventures is about to hit 900. Yogi Hollow Farm just crossed it, and Scratch and PPA just crossed 900 as well, which is cool. We'll be visiting Michael's Adventures in about 25 minutes. Let me spin the wheel. I'm way overdue for adding channels, but I will get to that right now. Uniqueness, good to see you here. I don't know if we'll get to every channel, but we'll get to as many as we can between now and the next 25 minutes or so. DP's Wonderful World is coming up. This is a fellow Canadian. She's building up quite a reputation as an engaging creator and a supporter. I run into her regularly when I'm out trying to support other creators because she's out doing the same thing. So she's got pure variety on her channel as well. What I've been seeing lately is more reviews than anything else when I've caught her, but we can see she's doing haul videos here, and she's talking about baking here. Maraschino cherry shortbread cookies, which is interesting as well. Actually, I might watch this. I just want to see how you do this, how you do your videos. So I add that into my catch-up list. I'm going to add some names onto the wheel now. And I do that. It's not just based on how long you're here, but also how much you're engaged in conversation in the chat. Oh, Michelle De Silva, thank you for the super chat. I was just putting you on the wheel at the same time, but I really do appreciate that super chat. For that reason, we're actually going to look at your channel right now. So let me put that up. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels. I might have misspelled this. Maybe not. Michelle De Silva, is this? Let me just match the avatar here. No, Michelle De Silva. I'm going to use quotes, and this is what I'm talking about when I say like looking for a channel. It so benefits them when we go the extra mile to search, find, and click on them. So I'm trying to hit the avatar to match, but it's not working out for me too easily. Let me find Michelle De Silva. Let's go back to DP's Wonderful World for a quick second while I look for this. I'll use the go-to channel. If you're a moderator or the owner of a channel, you're able to click the 3 dots beside anybody's name in the chat and hit go to channel, and you definitely get to the right one. That was something YouTube had as a feature a long time ago. They took it away for a while, and then now they've made that available to moderators. And I think that's to you know, so moderators can moderate their chats easier. My internet just wants to crawl for a second here. Then it'll catch up in a second. Uniqueness, good to see you here. Not sure if I welcomed you a moment ago. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So, Michelle De Silva, I see you must have renamed your channel because your banner says Shelly De Silva, but it's great to have you here, so thank you very much. And thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. This is a brand new connection for Tuberchat, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is watch your 12-minute video here. It's an inspiring video, obviously. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Okay, let's spin the wheel. We're at 98 thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. St. Clair's Republic is coming up right now, and I put another few names onto the wheel. We're going to get to as many channels as we can in the next 20 minutes before we go and see a premiere for Michael's Adventures. 5 minutes from now, I will drop the link for that. Philip Lemon's on the wheel. Gaming Plus TV is there, along with Miss Kiki. Come Hither with Heather, VR Josie, Gloria's Platter Facing Reality, and John H. Shelton was already on there because they happen to be a member. And let me see what that says from Wandering Hippie. Where did that go? I lost your message there. Wandering Hippie sent something through that was, it looked like a copy and paste of something. Oh, forgive me, Wandering Hippie. I missed your message. I don't know what happened there. I can't go back and find it for some reason. That's okay. St. Clair's Republic is up here, and this is another creator who's been with us frequently, but I'm still getting to know their content. I'm just going to take your latest video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. And that's just something I've made so that I can stay caught up with creators, make sure I don't fall too far behind, get to know your content a little bit better. Oh, you're talking about the Stock Explorer. Yes, Monday Stocks and Doge Live Chat. Dogecoin, yes. Thank you for that, Wandering Hippie. Oh, Jack Dawson just walked in too. That's another dear friend. Now, he happens to be a member, but he just dropped a super chat on us. This is another example of a creator with an incredibly popular name. So when we look at Jack Dawson, we've got to go a little bit farther to find this creator. So I use a particular video game because he is a gaming live streamer, and I type in, which I'll copy into the chat here, Jack Dawson MLB The Show. And I can't copy and paste properly either for some reason. Okay, so Jack Dawson, MLB The Show, and it stands for Major League Baseball. And that's just a game that Jack Dawson plays on his channel. I remember it because it's the first game that the first live stream that I caught Jack Dawson on, that was the game that he was playing. So it's fresh in my mind all the time. So Jack Dawson streams just about every single day. He plays a variety of different games, including Chris Tales, Final Fantasy, Call of Duty, and Guardians of the Galaxy as of late. And he is an incredibly fantastic commentator, so he's able to keep up with the gameplay and the chat at the same time and keep you up to speed with exactly what's happening, even if you don't happen to be familiar with the game he's playing at that moment. But he will always say love, support, and respect is key. He will always encourage and allow people to connect with each other in his live chat, so you'll likely meet more friends and family members when you're over there. And with 1,860 subscribers or so, we'd love to get him a little closer to 1,900. He is an incredibly generous and loyal and dedicated supporter, and he's been a dear friend for a long, long time. I try to catch him as often as I can. It's been a couple of days now. I'm just going to take this Guardians of the Galaxy video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and I'm just going to run this replay, but hopefully I'll catch you on a live stream again in the next day or two. So let me spin the wheel, and thank you for your super chat, Jack Dawson. I really do appreciate that. Michelle Da Silva, thank you for yours as well. And we'll see what's happening with John H. Shelton in a moment. This is a creator that's got a couple of channels. We'll look at both of those. We'll just put John H. Shelton into the chat, and you should see both channels come up. But first thing we see is Godzilla Fan Vlogging and Poems. And there's a lot of variety here, as a matter of fact, with John H. Shelton. And they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. Along with Towels Art and Game, they are a member of our Twitter list, and these are creators who share on the other social networks. The reason I have a list is you can go in there and find all these creators that have shared either tweeting or retweeting for Tuberchat. And I add everybody on there automatically. Maybe you can meet some friends over there who are active on Twitter if you are too. Trade favors with them and find some outside traffic coming into your channel from Twitter, which is great as well. So John H. Shelton, Godzilla Fan Vlogging and Poems, has over almost 2,700 subscribers right now. So they're just doing great, but they're incredibly supportive. And they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. When we look at their second channel, it's John H. Shelton Extras and Bits, and we'd love to help them get this channel monetized as well. They're getting close to 800 subscribers with 735 right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, and soon enough they'll have their 1,000. This is where we get a lot of different content, and we see a lot of variety in everything from this creator from both channels. So I'm just going to grab the link for the premiere that we're going to go and see soon. I will pin it We'll get as many channels on the screen before we go as we can. I'll spin the wheel right now. And Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us in about 15 minutes. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you back in the house. VR Josie is coming up right now. This is a creator who came to us originally through Instagram. So, you know, when you look at these other social networks like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, all these different things, you can draw in traffic from those other networks. And this is a perfect example. Somebody who found us through our Instagram post, but now comes into Tuberchat frequently. So hopefully everybody will connect with VR Josie with 56 subscribers. They're already halfway to 100. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. Of course, Courtney Shanice Reviews is willing to swap playlists. If anybody's willing to do that with other creators here in the chat, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So thank you, everyone. We've hit over 100 thumbs up now. Excuse me, my goodness. And I really do appreciate that. We've been overly busy for the last several weeks, and we're getting just about that far almost every day now. So I really do appreciate that extra support from everybody. And those thumbs up, I hope everybody's always giving to each other when you're out supporting each other. If you haven't done it yet, I hope that you will, because they really do help. And what I'm saying is they, you know, give an engagement signal to the YouTube algorithm, and I believe they help in the coming days and possibly even weeks beyond and longer. So, Miss Kiki has 484 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 that we know that they're thinking about, and get that community tab happening for them, which we're happy to see comes up for everybody over 500 now. I've just taken your latest video here, Miss Kiki, and added it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up a little bit. I see you're posting just about every single day, and I'm falling behind. I thought I added another one, but I didn't get quite through my whole catch-up list yesterday, so that will continue through today and beyond. But Miss Gigi's an incredibly supportive creator. This is somebody who I run into regularly when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. Life with Jan, good to see you here. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, this might be your first time with Tuberchat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Gloria's Platters here. She's been a dear friend for a long time as well, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with over 1,000 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can keep her at that level and move her a little bit beyond, get that 1,000 really locked in. It's such a wonderful milestone for every creator to hit in their YouTube journey. And for those of you who are still on your way, I know it's, you know, sometimes there's frustrations that come. We all wish it would come a little bit faster. While we only have to get our first 1,000 subscribers once, I hope that everybody will look at it in the way that we only get to do it once. So I hope you enjoy the journey along the way, but we're happy to see Gloria's Platter now in the 1K club. And next step is monetization for this creator. I know they're willing to swap playlists. They bring us a lot of delicious looking content on their channel, and they've been a dear friend for a long time. They're always spreading a lot of positivity and motivation to others as well. Let's take their latest video and put it in my catch-up list. I can't believe I'm falling behind. You're posting not that frequently. I should be able to keep caught up. But hopefully everybody else will too when you get there. 6 Acres Farm and Rescue, good to see you here. Ace Flaw 1, I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but thank you for coming in. Ace Flaw 1 has been connected to me for about 2 years and has been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. So it's interesting to see that after 340 episodes of Tuberchat, we still have creators that are coming back to grow their channel the right way, make friends, and Ace Flaw 1 is a great example of that with over 3,000 subscribers. So Come Hither with Heather has 448 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I know I say these things like about most of the creators that are on the wheel, but it's absolutely true. And, you know, there's only so many ways you can say that, especially when we've been through this 300 times already. But come hither with Heather as somebody who shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. I hope everybody will connect with them. They have got a lot of variety on their channel and are mixing up, obviously, the live streams with the videos. And they've got a compelling story to hear behind their YouTube channel and its creation. And, yes, hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat, meeting new friends and family members. That's what we're here for. If anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So hopefully I'm not going to spin overtime here, but we're going to get probably 5 more channels. We won't be able to get to everybody today, so forgive me. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. The important thing here in Tuberchat is always meeting creators in the chat. That's really what we're here for, and that's where the biggest benefits come. I just put channels on the screen because we need something to do for 2.5 hours while we're here, but it allows me to tell stories about these creators and their channels as I get to know them as time goes on. So, Philip Lemon is somebody who recently came into the Tuberchat family, somebody who is aggressively working on their channel. They've got a lot of variety here. Now, I'm still getting to know their content, but I'm just going to take another video now again, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can get to know them a little bit better. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Philip Lemon. We don't have a sub count on this channel right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. I'm just dropping the link for our raid again. It is pinned. Anybody can hop over there anytime because it's a premiere. The live chat is already ready to roll. There's a couple of creators over there. You will meet more friends and family members when you're over there, and you will be allowed and encouraged to do that. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere starts so that we can clean up our connections here. And, but I'm guessing these are going to be our last 4 channels or so for today. We're back tomorrow, 3 hours earlier than today again. And yes, Mr. Bones, word up. You absolutely know it. So, again, the wheel works not just based on how long you're here, but how active you are in the chat, and it keeps some kind of order for me. So as I add names to the wheel, they're done in some kind of a logical order. Right now we're looking at music therapy, singular piano music. It's great to see this creator is well over 500 now. They've got it locked in with about 513, and their community tab is bright and shiny and ready to roll. So this creator is bringing us a mix of pleasing visuals and live streams so that we can either relax or chill out or meditate or all the different things that a lot of us use these channels for. And a lot of these creators are very supportive, not only to us here in Tuberchat, but to each other. So that's always great to see as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're here with us in Tuberchat almost every day. And we'll spin the wheel one more time. We'll get another channel up here. We're going to look at Facing Reality. She's always at the head of the list for engagement. As we saw today, she asked another engaging question of us all about copyrights. Which is very important so that we can defend our content when other people want to possibly take things without permission and stuff like that. But Facing Reality is bringing us positive messages in a fun way. That's what they tell us on their channel, but that's what they do everywhere they go, both here in Tuberchat and outside when they're bouncing in between premieres and live streams, which they are all the time. This is another creator who seems to be everywhere always and is always spreading that fun and positivity everywhere that they go. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Coming from Facing Reality after you connect with them. It's great to see this creator climbing along. They are now well over 800 on the road to 900. And they've been at it for a little while, but Facing Reality has been a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family for a very long time. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I really appreciate these extra forms of generosity that I see in creators, both not being afraid to ask questions, but also willing to share lessons learned along the way so that we can share that information between us all and discuss it here, and everybody can make better decisions for their videos and their channels. Michael's Adventures, how long is the intro on the premiere? We can now change the times for our intros, right? So you can choose anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Gaming Plus TV is fairly new to Tuberchat. I'm just going to take one of your recent videos, add it into my catch-up list so I can get to know your content a little bit better. And it's great to have you back here. Again, we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. Like I keep saying, we all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. And I put Jan Hines on the wheel. And that's the channel that we're going to look at. CaliKing916 is on the wheel as well. I will double check and make sure that they're still with us, but I'm sure that they are. Jan Hines is with us almost every day these days, lately, actually. Hopefully everybody will connect with her. We don't have a sub count on that channel either, but that's okay. We just want to push them, like I keep saying, towards their next milestone. Oh, 1 minute intro, says Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. That I actually didn't know. I thought it had to be 2 minutes. But everybody's got to make the right decision for themselves. Of course, I always set mine when I do them on my personal channel to 5 minutes. I just want to extend. My videos are usually very short. Not for any reason, just because YouTube's recommendation, of course, is that a video should just be however long it should be. So if your video can be done in 3 minutes, you don't necessarily need to drag it out to 10 or 20. And if you have, you know, a 2-hour video, but it needs to be that long, that's fine. So you got to just make the decisions based on each individual video. Often what I will do if I do a product review or something like that is try to aim for the 8 minutes. That allows you to put ads in the middle of your videos if you want to. But if I don't quite make it, I don't extend with, you know, extra footage or anything like that, just trying to push it the extra minute. But most of my videos are under 10 minutes anyway. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jan Hines if you haven't already. The next channel that we're looking at is CaliKing916. And I'm just going to go through our chat list for a second and see who's with us. I can probably get through one more channel. We'll look at Mr. Bones. And Scratching to Win. And these will be our last couple, our last 2 channels. I will drop the link one more time right now and then one more time afterwards for the premiere. CaliKing916 gives us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. Most of what we see in the latest videos from this creator. I'm hoping for something new soon. They did put a couple of shorts out, but we've got a lot of these bike night videos, and this might be something that you've seen in your own area. Most of us have this in either our own areas or the major cities surrounding us and this and that, but it's cool to see this in their environment, like I said, in Sacramento, California. Gail Southern Living says, how many 8-minute videos do you need per week to keep monetization? So it's not about that. Monetization, once you get there, really you get there, right? We put a lot of worry on like our watch hours and keeping it up, but the truth is your channel is growing. By the time you get to monetization, you should be on an upward climb. And my guess is in 99% of cases, or many more than that, you will not find yourself in any risk of not being monetized. But I say 1 video per week is enough to make your channel grow. That's the most common advice that I think you're going to find even from the bigger YouTubers like Think Media and Sonny Lenarduzzi and Roberto Blake and all these other people, right? Is that at least 1 video a week keeps it going. In my personal experience with the channels that I own, the channels that I run, and the channels that I've helped, always 1 video a week is enough to keep the momentum up. But every time we take a break, then it takes a month to get the momentum back. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So my recommendation is 1 video a week as a minimum. If you could do more, then that's great too. But it comes down to what you're able to do, right? You don't want to put 3 videos up per week for 3 weeks and then take 3 weeks off. I think that that can be detrimental. But again, these are just ideas, and everybody's got to make their own decisions for themselves. Mr. Bones is here. I'm still getting to know this creator, but they are incredibly supportive. I have seen them out supporting others. Like, they are also somebody who seems to be everywhere all the time. So as I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. And hopefully you will enjoy the support that comes back from this creator as well. And then we see a lot of... they're actually part of the midnight hour. They're usually either in those chats or... Oh, this was a promo for it. Yes, okay, I'm mistaken. I'm going to misspeak if I go too far with that. But hopefully everybody will enjoy supporting them. Like I said, they're an incredibly supportive creator. They're engaging. They always engage conversation everywhere that they go as well. And the last channel that we're looking at today is Scratching to Win. Please don't make the mistake that I did right there and get the wrong channel. We want to get the right Scratching to Win. Match the avatar by this here. Oh, what happened there? I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Here we go. Did I hope I thanked Scratching to Win for that shout-out video that we just saw in the search results. Of course, it's my search results, so it comes up right away. They did a shout-out video for Tuberchat. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuberchat. And I'm sorry for the channels we didn't get to today. We're back again 3 hours earlier tomorrow. We are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I try to post the live streams a couple of days in advance so that you can check our homepage and plan if you need to, but I hope you have your notification bell on as well. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. Everybody will be able to continue connecting over there, and I will leave this live stream running for a few extra minutes. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.